everyone, KK here. I hope you all are doing well tonight. I wanted to quickly pop on and share with you all the layouts that I created this weekend while I was scrapping away from home. And I will link the video just before this one down below in case you'd like to give it a look, in which I go over all the things that I took with me to scrapbook away from home, and also you can just see the supplies that I started with. So starting with the first layout, this is just an Instagram shot that I took on my cell phone, and it's entitled Feeling the Love. And on this one I used some of the simple stories. I think these are just like 2 sheets of it. This one and these 2 are front and back, I think, A and B side. I believe the red is from Basic Gray, and I used some of the Fancy Pants envelopes here. I also used a ton of the Jelly Bean die cuts that came in the Gossamer Blue kit, and I also used one of the frames that's from last month. So that's the first one. Give you a close-up really quick. Alright. The next one is entitled Look, It's the Twinners. So there's a story that goes to this one, and the story is that my coworker and I, we spend tons of time together because we are very similar in like our dispositions and our likes and interests. So we get along quite well, and so we are always together. And so one day we actually had twin day at school, so she and I took the opportunity to dress exactly alike, and so from that point on we became known as the Twinners. And now when we go into the front office, people always say, look, it's the Twinners, and so it's kind of our thing. And just last month we were both awarded Teacher of the Month, and we're convinced that the faculty actually wanted one of us to be Teacher of the Month, but they couldn't tell us apart, so they decided to award us both Teacher of the Month. So it's kind of a joke with us now. So anyhow, I had this shot on my cell phone, and I decided to print it out so I could finally scrap it. And in this layout I used tons of the Jelly Bean Soup die cuts again, and I used, you know, just a few different letter stickers and a couple of brads. This one I think is from October Afternoon 9 to 5, I think, and some enamel dots that I had, and just a lot of the stickers that came with the Gossamer Blue kit this month. So I'll give you a close-up of that side right there, and then of the title. So that's that one. This next one gave me quite a bit of trouble. It was totally different before this, and I had to take it apart and cut it apart and just redo it. Basically the block that's on black is the same as it was, but the other things are quite a bit different. So anyhow, I have just entitled it Celebrate Every Day, and it's just a couple of shots of my cousin and I playing pool at the house. And this one she's using a broom because we were messing around, and it was really just, you know, a fun, just chill night of playing pool and hanging out. So anyway, there wasn't a lot of journaling to go with it because, you know, there's not a lot to say about that, but I wanted to scrap it anyway just because I really enjoyed that evening. Anyhow, for this one I used quite a bit of the Basic Gray, and I did have to pull this in, and that wasn't in my original supplies, but I believe this paper is from Dots and Stripes by Echo Park, and the 3 rosettes are all from Basic Gray, and I don't remember what collection that is. I've had them for some time. And I used my Jenny Boleyn punch to punch these yellow top layers, and then added a button. And I had already used, like, I had taken them apart and used the top layer, so I had to go back and rework them. And then these gems are probably overwhelming because they're a bit big, but I needed something there, and I really didn't have any, you know, I didn't want to pull a ton of supplies out after I'd already had this kit out, and those were just on my desk, so I went ahead and used them. Since I had to rework this, I did it once I got home from cropping away. Anyhow, so that's that, just really simple, and I'll just give you a quick close-up right here. Sorry. And then there's one little embellishment group right there. This next one is of my coworker and I again. Again, these were just like some random shots that I needed to go ahead and get scrapped. And I knew that I wanted to scrap this photo with the papers that were coming in the kit, so I went ahead and printed it out and just waited a bit for it to, you know, be able to scrap it. So anyhow, on this one, I didn't add a lot because I really wanted this paper to be the statement piece of the whole thing, because I really love this anchor paper. And this photo is of my coworker and I at the Valentine's Day dance, and we were chaperones, so we took this picture. Behind here, I used one of the bag that I had my embellishments in, and behind here is another photo of some students and I. So I just have it tucked away there, and then I used tons of the buttons that came in the kit, the Gossamer Blue kit, and I used my Heidi Swap stamps here, and this is a basic gray chipboard frame that I had in those embellishments that I took. And then I used one of the Fancy Pants envelopes back here to tuck my journaling in, and I just put a navy tag on it and a button. And I can't decide if it looks odd with this open, but I don't want to add anything else because you have to pull this out. So, and I titled it Chaperones and Dance Partners, because that's what we were doing that night. Is just an obvious statement. And I was really happy to use up that ampersand too, because I loved it, but I just didn't have anywhere to use it. And I just used some green washi here and some twine here. So pretty simple, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And this one is the last one. And this one is titled, This Is No Ordinary Chicken. And it is a photo of a meal at Raising Cane's. And I don't know if you guys have Raising Cane's where you live, but in essence, Raising Cane's sells one thing, and that is chicken. They sell chicken strips with fries. They sell chicken strips on a bun. They just sell chicken. That's all they sell. But they have this sauce that's like really amazing. And I'm obsessed with it, as is my friend Jackie. And our friend Elizabeth just totally doesn't get it, so we made this comment. We took this picture on Instagram, and she made a comment that she didn't want to be tagged in a photo of ordinary chicken, and we were both like appalled that she would call it ordinary chicken. So I wanted to write that story down because it was really quite funny in the moment. So that's what this one is about. And on this one, I used tons of enamel dots. I probably went overboard, but I really wanted to bring in the green, and I tried to kind of balance it out with the visual triangle thing, you know. And I used the washi, the red and white washi, to kind of mark my spots. And then I used a lot of stickers from that sticker sheet that came in the kit, as well as just a few basic gray, like this chipboard is from Basic Gray, and one of the Basic Gray flags here. And really that's it. And just to bring something else in, I did some green on the label stickers. You can see here, this one has an orange label sticker, but I used those as well. So that's about it for this one. It was really easy to do, and I enjoyed it. So anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will be back soon with another video. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.